Chapter 4, Selection, Conditional Control Structures. In this chapter, we're going to learn about control structures or conditional control structures, examine the relational and logical operators, how are we going to explore the form and evaluate logical or Boolean expression, and we're going to make use of the selection control structures such as if else, and switch in a program. There are different types of control structures a computer can proceed. We are already finished with the previous one, which is the sequential part, and this time we're going to make use of the selectivity or branching or making a choice. And then the next week or next meeting will be the repetitively or the iteratively, or what we call looping structure. So some statements are executed only if a certain conditions are met. This is actually for selectively and repetitively. And if a condition is met, if it evaluates to true. These figures are illustration of different types of control structures. Letter A, sequence. When you see sequence or sequential, the flow is just from top to bottom. While selection, you're already meeting a condition, or you need to meet a condition to answer it with true or false before executing a statement. While in repetition or looping statement, same thing as selection, you need to have first to meet a condition, and after meeting the condition, it executes a statement and repeats the process. Part of the selection or conditional control structure are the relational operators and the logical operators. So for the relational operators, a condition is represented by a logical Boolean expression that can be answerable by true or false. Relational operators allow us to do comparisons, and it must require two operands, and of course, it evaluates whether it is true or false. This table represents the relational operator symbols that we are going to make use of in doing or dealing with C++. These are the equal to, the not equal to, the less than or equal to, greater than, and greater than or equal to. We can use the relational operators with all three simple data types, such as in integer, double type, and in character data type. For example, 8 less than 15. If you're going to make use of this condition, it will evaluate to true, because 8 is less than 15. 6 is not equals to 6. It will evaluate to false, because 6 is equals to 6. 2.5 is greater than 5.8. This one is a double type of value that evaluates to false. And 5.9 is less than or equal to 7.5 that evaluates to true. Relational operators can also be applied to strings. Strings are compared character by character, starting with the first character or the first position of the string. Comparison will continue until either a mismatch is found or all characters are found equal. If two strings or different lengths are compared and the comparison is equal to the last character of the shorter string, then the shorter string is less than the larger string. Let's take a look at an example on the next slide. Let us suppose that we have this following declaration for string. So we declare string data type for string 1 or str1, str2, str3, str4, and str5. And those assignment variables have already assigned different string values. str1 contains hello, str2 contains hi, str3 contains air, str4 contains bill, and str5 contains big. If we're going to make use of those declarations from the previous slide, from str1 to str5, let's perform this following expression and evaluate the value. str1 is less than str2. str1 contains the word hello, and str2 contains the word hi. Take note that the first position of each string contains capital H, and they are both the same. But if you're going to take a look at the second character, which is from str1, the second character is E, and the second character for str2 is I. So you're going to check and test if E is greater than or less than I. So based from the ASCII value, E is less than I. So if the second character is less than the value of the second character of str2, it will evaluate and set to true. Another expression here is str1 is greater than hen. Again, str1 contains hello, and hen is hen. So take note that the first two characters are just the same. Capital H for str1, even in hen, capital H. The second character for hello is E, even in hen, the second character is E. But again, the third position of hello contains the value of L, and the third position of hen contains the value of N. So we're going to compare L and N. So therefore, hen and str1 hello will evaluate to false because N is much greater than L. Next is str3 less than an. str3 contains air, A-I-R, and the word an. So the first character is capital A, so same position as the first character of an. And if you're going to take a look at the second position or the second character of air is I, and the second character of an is N, so I is less than the value of N, and that will evaluate to true. And str1 is equals to hello. Okay, so hello, capital H is str1 with the capital H, and we are going to compare it with a single or with a small letter H of hello. So take note that the first character of H is less than the character of small h based on the ASCII code. So it will just evaluate to false. str3 less than equals str4. str3 contains air, and str4 contains bill. So from the first position or from the first character, they are not similar. So A is less than B. So therefore, it will evaluate to true. And lastly, str2 is greater than str4. str2 contains the word hi, and str4 contains the word bill. So take note that the first character also of str2 and str4 are not the same. str2 is H and str4 is B. So take note that H is greater than the value of B based on the ASCII character. So this will evaluate to true. Another expression is str4 is greater than or equals to Billy. So take note again that str4 contains the word bill. The first up to the fourth position of str4 are similar with the word Billy. So bill is just the same as Billy. But again, str4 is only up to L, and we cannot compare any more characters from Y. So Billy is the larger string. So therefore, str4 is greater than or equals to Billy is evaluated to false. And finally, str5 is less than or equals to bigger. So take note that the value of str5 is just the word big, and the other word compared to big is bigger. So again, big has only 3 characters and bigger has 6 characters. And the first up to the third position of big is much the same or just the same as bigger. So therefore, the str5 less than or equals to bigger will evaluate to true. Another